everyone, it's Char from Char's Fashion Nation, testing this chip out. The camera, don't have you on the IR. I do have the IR lens in on the cover. Now, what I've got here is the corseted piece for my garment that I'm working on. So let me go ahead and clip right here to show you further how further I have come on this just this morning, because I was so busy yesterday. I really didn't have a lot of time to work on the bodice piece of the garment that I'm making. Now, I have been told by a fellow creator that it is very hard to create the look of Mary Queen of Scots. And as you see, I don't know if you can see that. Why is the lighting always so weird, right? See, because you're not going to be able to see. Hold on, let me switch this to IR. And now you can see. Isn't that weird? I switch it to IR, and you can see this is the backing. And you can literally see where I have sewn the boning channels. Is that not strange? Okay, so what I'm actually doing is using the stripes as a guideline for the boning channels, which actually is not a bad thing. That is an excellent thing to do. It really is. It's an excellent thing to do. I still have some jewelry sitting over here like this. Oh, this is actually a very beautiful, beautiful piece. Sits about here, or you can adjust it however you want. And it's just a gorgeous piece of jewelry. Then I've got the piece of jewelry over. No, yeah, I use this for the Oracle of Delphi. I use that one on my neck. And this is the one that I use for the headpiece for the Oracle of Delphi. Gotta remember, I'm looking at the screen here, but I should be looking at the camera itself. I'm trying not to knock my prescription glasses off. I don't know. My readers do a lot better job than those prescription glasses. That's sad, right? So, that's why you usually see me wearing my readers. So when I am done with this, actually, and put the boning in, I know I actually need to shorten the top sizably. So what I will do is roll that under, and this is going to be perfect for this lengthwise, because this, I'm like re-looking at the pictures. So this actually needs to come to about here, not here, because of the piece of fabric that goes in between. So when I have this completed, it will be, you know, I gotta remember this, get used to it. Actual camera here, is do that. Now the reason I left all this threading up here is to remind myself where to start, you know, like roll it back and, you know, stitch off the top. And like I said, this is going to be really great. And remember to hold it over here so y'all can see. That the little light on there doesn't really help much, but you know, gave a little extra light. Let there be light. So yeah, this is going to be really good. Like I said, if you're working with the stripy fabric, space out where you want that to be. Absolutely space that out and get a bit spacey. So, yes, you can see the stitches here. Okay. So if you see where my stitch line is, you can tell where the boning channels are. Obviously, this is the boning channel here. So what I'm doing is I'm oscillating between where all the multiple stripes are and on the back of this. Now you can see that back a lot better. There you go. On the back of this boning channel. Boning channels, yay! Now this is my first time actually doing this, the boning channels and everything. So I'm like super excited about this. And making something that's vintage quality and knowing that it's solid. It's just that solid. But like I said, when you go to actually do the piece, roll this back because sew it down. You can tuck this under, have your rolled hem. Look, I'm surprised that the needle that I have on the machine is actually taking all the punishment. Because if I roll this under like that, I would want to switch my needle to one of my other needles that you technically use for leather and heavy denim, in which you guys know I still have my railroad denim, which eventually will make it to the cutting table. Over here. And I'm leaving that out for a reason because I know I will need to pin and sew the upper bodice piece, which I'm going to be doing separately, obviously, because I have to lay that one piece of fabric across, which I'm thinking about attaching it. Oh my gosh, I have to think about how I'm going to attach that. So I may actually sew it to the upper part of the garment first and then hand stitch it to this, because dang, that is going to be a lot of effort on the sewing machine to try to get that through. So I mean, I love my Singer Heavy Duty 4452, and now Singer has another machine out that's a heavy duty, and I'm looking forward to checking that one out because it's all electronic panel where you can put in anything that you want, put it on your machine, and let your machine handle it. And I think I would use that for the days that I cannot sit at the sewing machine for periodic amounts of time like I'm trying to do. I have my friend put the Renew 28 on my back, and apparently my skin seems to be a little bit water repellent. Don't ask. I don't even know. So it like takes my skin a while to actually absorb it on my back. Now I was having the same thing go on with my ankles and my feet, and I'm like, what's up with that? But I'll tell you what, once it actually absorbs into your skin, it is a game changer for when you need to sit at your machine or cut. And I know, like, I'm headed back to a wheelchair within the next couple of years or so, and I'm just going to fight my battles. Darn tootin' on that. So don't think I'm going to give up on sewing. If I can't walk but I can move a leg, it's not going to stop me from using that foot pedal. Absolutely not. You guys know that I had borrowed my friend's crutches, cup crutches, because I couldn't walk on one of the days that I was down sick from over 13 spider bites. I recounted them. I'm like, oh, cringy. 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 We're not going into that though. So yeah, be prepared that when you're doing a garment like this, be prepared to have all of your pins. It's not all of them. As you guys know, I do have two things of these. My birds and my flowers. Birds, flowers. Birds and flowers. They kind of go together. They didn't have any that was like little bees. That's okay. I'm fine with that. I really am. I'm fine with that. I thought the little bird ones, which is the first ones I bought, I thought that these were adorable. And I just happen to love the fact that, you know, they're flat, which is a huge game changer. And here's one of the flower ones. Oh, it just so happened to pick up the same color. That's funny. These are such a huge game changer. Now, the only thing I could say about the flower ones is the ends right here are a little bit pointy. And I've thought about, you know, just take a file and just file those down. So that will be no big deal. But it's not like that with the little bird ones. Maybe, no, not even on the tail. The little bird ones are more smooth, except for maybe the little pointy beak there. That's the only thing on it that you would need to file down. Other than that, they're great pins. I got those from the Hobby Lobby. Oh, and then after my 31 looks of Halloween, I will be doing a boho look from that darling fabric that Viv Mom sews. She'll be right here for YouTube. Obviously this won't be on my Instagram. But I will leave a link for her. She's a really great person. Viv, you need to come back. Really do. Oh my gosh. She's been telling me about like my sewing skills and how she wishes that, oh girl, come on. You're a good person. Now I have gave Joy another chance. Hey, you know what? Let bygones be bygones and let that bygone somewhere else. Okay? So, but if I want to sew a garment that has a particular name, and I know it's a historical preference, that's why I sewed that Western duster, because when they said duster, like, first thing that comes to mind for me for historical accuracy was a Western duster. Like, you didn't specify. That's why I made a Western duster. A duster is a Western duster. That's why I sewed it, to tell you the truth. It really is. Because of the historical accuracy of a garment. And that's what I'm doing with this. Now I have to make sure that all the stripies match up. Oh, that's going to be a challenge. That's going to be huge. Just a huge challenge. But you know what, though? I'm not going to be mad at that. I'm really not going to be mad at that. And I think that, you know, trying out new ways of doing stuff is learning how to improve your skill set, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean by that? A lot of you know what I mean by that. Oh, I have just Anne playing over here. I will leave her here. I love Anne. She's cool. And since she moved her lighting and her acoustics for her channel have greatly improved. I suggest, if you love beauty products, go check her out. Like I said, I will leave a link for her. Because, like, the only reason I get into buying certain beauty products or certain beauty brands was not just from watching the Rindy Ray right here. It's also because I have been watching Anne for a while now, and she's a really great person, and you know, like, we all love to take care of our skin. She'll tell you about skin product. I tell you about skin product because I'm expecting my skin products this week. Thanks to the United States Postal Service instead of DHL, because DHL, you suck. They do. Look, I'm going to tell you, the only reason why my Death Wish coffee has been late is because of DHL not doing their job. So I had a little chat with one of the guys from Death Wish. And so, you know, I told them what happened with DHL, and then I told them that it's not their job to make sure that it gets to the customer after it's been handed off to DHL. Now DHL is trying to tell me, oh no, you have to contact the vendor, which is wrong. Get off your lazy ass and do your fucking job, DHL. I hope they no longer use your services because I've been getting a lot of complaints. They never handed it off to the Postal Service because they never processed it through their end to get off. Death Wish did. DHL did not. So, I can't be angry at Death Wish, and now I understand like why my coffee had been so darn late getting to me. In fact, I chewed out the girl from DHL and even told her stop treating your customers like shit. Hung up on her. Because she didn't deserve the rest of my time in the day, you know what I mean? So, and the guys from Death Wish, oh my god, you are amazing. So they skipped DHL this time because I did let them know what was going on with DHL. So I should be expecting, I'm going to have to check that this morning. I'm going to be expecting a couple of extra bags of coffee, which I greatly appreciate. It helps my epilepsy, and I've had some seizures while waiting. And their coffee actually calms down the seizures. And I greatly appreciate their product for not only helping me with my epilepsy headaches, but also helping me with my epilepsy. If you have an issue similar to epilepsy, or you have severe epilepsy such as myself, I actually recommend drinking the Death Wish coffee. It's chocolate and cherry. They do have other coffees. Check them out if you want. I don't get paid promotion. I don't get anything for promoting their brand. I'm just going to tell you what I think of their brand. I love that coffee. I've been drinking it for 1.5 years now, almost 2 years. And I found that to be, don't mind me, I'm just like, the chair is swivelly. And sometimes when I swivel, it does help my back relief a little bit. Just a little bit in the lower part where I'm missing pieces. Yeah, I'm missing pieces there. I shouldn't even be able to walk. That's what I'm saying. I'm headed back to a wheelchair probably in the next 2 to 3 years, but I'm not mad at that. I've had a good 11-year run of not needing a wheelchair. But if I can keep the good fight going, darn Skippy. The epilepsy is not doing my bones any good. But you know, what can I do about it except for get up and be grateful that I'm alive? That's how I see it. If I wake up in the morning, I am grateful to be alive because I'm still breathing. And that's how I see it. Not a lot of people would see it that way. They'd be like, oh my God, now I can't walk, da da da. And give yourself Puddle's pity party. My take on that is don't do that, because the more you think negatively about being in a wheelchair, the more you won't be able to do things for yourself because you'll be the Debbie Downer of the wheelchair. Also realize that if you're in a wheelchair, it is a mobility device to make you more able to get out and do things. You can still enjoy the beach. There are some beaches that are full on wheelchair accessible. I found that down here on the Jersey Shore, that they are full wheelchair accessible in some of the beaches. Until Jersey beaches go away in the water and then everything floats away. Except for me. Well, no, I float. Oh. So, yeah, I mean, like, I'm not going to be the Debbie Downer of a wheelchair. Why should I? I could be in pain from 6 days to Sunday. I should say 7, but you know, there's 6 until you reach the 7th day. Oh, but you know what though? My take on that is, like I said, if I'm waking up in the morning, it's just a blessing to breathe. No matter how much pain I'm in, it can be from anything. It could be from a seizure. It could just be from the bone loss. And I'm just going to take it as it is and just keep myself going. Whether it's sewing, paint, knit, crochet, chatting with you, bringing new things to you. That's just how I feel about that. But other than that, I want you to stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. Because I'm going to see if this remote works to end this, and then get back to this. So, I will see you guys later.